Okay, people, we're gonna break down this bad Larry. This is a 2025 Ski-Doo Summit X Expert Package. It's a 154. I got the one with the big 10.5-inch screen on it. It's a turbo, and it is a bad Larry, okay? So I wanna explain to you what the Expert Package means, who this snowmobile's for. This video is probably more for a snowboarder that's looking for a snowmobile access in the mountains. This isn't for just an avid snowmobiler. So that's the information I'm gonna try to provide here to you guys watching this. Now, first of all, if you've never ridden a turbo, the whistle wagon, it's a beautiful thing. There's so much power. I've really only ridden Ski-Doo, so I don't have anything to compare it to, but it will go up anything. It will wheelie anywhere. It'll double anyone where you need to go. It is ridiculous. I like the 154 because it's a little more nimble, feels a little bit more like a dirt bike, a little more jumpy. So that's kind of my personal. A lot of snowboarders like the 165 track because they say it's more stable for doubling people up hill climbs. It's better in a little bit deeper snow. I personally like the 154. But one of my favorite features on this snowmobile, which is not new to this model, but Ski-Doo has it, is that you can adjust your limiter strap to precision mode or agile mode. Now I like agile, so what that does is it drops the track down so your front end comes up more. So there's more weight on the track so you can do wheelies and you're a golden god. Now if you're not into that sort of thing, you've got precision mode, okay? And then precision mode, what that does is it sucks the track up so there's more weight on the skis. So what that's good for is if you're trying to double somebody up a big hill climb, or if you're just trying to make it up a big spring hill climb or something like that, and you don't want the front end to come up, it is fantastic because you can do it on the fly. You just flip the thing up, you're good to go, keep it moving. So I got that model with the big screen, and you can sync it up to your phone. I'm not a big gadget guy, but I know there's all kinds of fancy stuff you can do with that. Not the guy to ask, okay? All right, now I'm gonna break down what the Expert Package even means. Because when I ordered this snowmobile, I said, I'm an expert, I know what I'm doing. I should obviously get an Expert Package. I had absolutely no idea what that even entails. So after riding it, here's what I've learned, here's the pros, here's the cons. This machine side hills better than any sled I've ever ridden. Okay, you're talking steep terrain, it holds an edge. This sled is made for people that want to get in steep trees, that want to ride steep faces and not lose their side hill. It just tracks straight. If you're in spicy terrain where you can't lose your side hill, this is the sled for you. You love getting after it, boondocking, Mando sketchy side hills, like advanced terrain. I've never ridden a sled that competes with this thing in terms of holding a side hill. Now, the downside to that is that this snowmobile is a little bit harder to get on edge. Not in powder, because it's easy in powder. But at the end of the day, when you're coming home on your commute, maybe it's a little shallower, maybe it's tracked out, it takes more effort to get it up on one ski. And for me, as a snowboarder that's got so much stuff, I'm talking backpack full of Avi gear, I'm talking snowboard on the back, snowshoes, safety gear. It's a full utilitarian vehicle half the time when we go out, that when it's a little bit harder to get on edge and you're tired, that was what I didn't like about the Expert Package. Again, insane in spicy terrain. You won't find a better machine. Comes at the cost of a little bit more effort to get on edge. I didn't know that before I got the Expert. I thought it was useful information. However, I did ride the 2026s, and they are freaking ridiculous. Now, I know that the Summit Expert Package has a narrower ski width. I believe it's 32 inches, which helps out with that tough to get on edge feel. But I also rode just the Summit X, not the Expert Package, the 2026, and that thing blew my freaking doors off. It's several pounds lighter. I know at least 6 pounds, maybe more. It's got a whole new rear skid, okay? This thing's ridiculous. The rear suspension stays planted. It tracks straight. It's really good if you're hammering whoops at the end of the day and you're on your way back on the commute. It's unbelievable new rear skid. It also has cookies. So if you have a 2026 and your buddy also has one, and you're both on Ski-Doos, you can see where your buddy is on the maps, which is really huge for safety when everybody is out there dicking off and you don't know where your buddy is. It's major. So that is something that I know people have been asking for a long time, and Ski-Doo has it on the 2026s. Major improvements on weight, rear suspension. I know there's other upgrades, but it's been a while since I rode that thing. It's been a few months, so that's off the top of my head. That's all the information I got for you on these Ski-Doo Summits. But I love them. I think you'll love them. Hopefully you found that informative. Have a great day.